This here's Krathong that we bought from the ladies downstairs. We'll probably put that in the water tomorrow night. Now we're on our way down to the festivities. These things are along the Peng River. We've never seen them built up like this before. Yeah, pretty cool. So now we're at a market. We're just gonna go through this area here first. We've got some video of the space. It's pretty cool. So preparations, look at, they're spreading flowers everywhere.
Welcome to Chiang Mai.
Welcome to Chiang Mai.
Welcome to Purdy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Food market. Food market.
So we took pictures of this market a few days ago and it was starting to get lit up, and you can see there's even more and more special stuff going on. And this is just one little market. We're going to head down to the Taipei gates in a little bit, but we wanted to come in here and just take a look at some of the lanterns. So we're not sure what this stuff is that's adorning here. You see all of these, I think they're chrysanthemums, or no. What are these flowers called again? These are, you don't like them. Marigolds, that's it, yeah. But don't they look like hanging ice cream cones? These next photos of our parade float that we passed on our way going to the Taipei gate. We're going to show you these lights on these arches because as we got closer to the Taipei gate, which you can see that neon way in the back there. I'll zoom in on it. See back there, that's the gate. But we're going to show you these because they're only half lit up on the one side. But by the time I got the camera out, they went off. Maybe we'll catch them later. So, and here's the reason why it went out. There's the guys working on trying to get the power back on. These next few slides are just some of the lanterns and lighting that we've seen along the way to the gate area. You know, they're just so pretty. Of course, then there's this beat up old radial arm saw. Just had to take a picture of that. And then, yeah, and some of the shops really throw a lot into their lighting. These were pretty, you know, mediocre lit places, but still wanted to show some of them. Love this weird looking tuk-tuk truck with the fuzzy plant on the top, and these were a unique kind of lantern, so I took those pictures, and yeah, just a few more. Of course, then we saw these are made out of metal. I never checked the price on these green ones, but those two bad boys over there, they were like 55,000, 100,000. Okay, here we are. We've made it to the Taipei gates, and by far the biggest crowd we've ever seen down here. Like even way more crowded than the flower festival. So this is what it looks like. I think getting out of here later on tonight with a car is going to be pretty hard. But yeah, whew, careful there. And it's just pouring in here. So now that we've shown you what this looks like here, we'll try and get up close to some of that stuff. And then where you see those, part of that archway over there in the center of the screen, that's the gate that we're going to hit the walking market and then go find some food and some stuff. So we'll show you some of the stuff along the way through there. Okay, look at that granddaddy of a lantern. I am going to move my way into the crowd to get close to that bad boy. Stand by. So this was as close as I could get to this one here. Maybe when we come by the next day or so, we'll get another shot, but those are awesome looking lanterns. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna swing this camera around. Let me do it this way first. You can see back over there. Is that the one? Hang on. Yeah, it must be that thing right there. We couldn't get any closer to that one. The crowds are just insane here. But hey, there is some really, look at these right here behind me. So I'm gonna go walking through here and get some close-ups of these, and then we're gonna go find something to eat. And man, is it crowded here. Look at the details in some of these lanterns, just unbelievable. These are obviously made by the lantern masters, which I am not. Look at that, holy moly. I'm gonna go down and touch one of them. So, what's not to like about this? Golly, that is one impressive lantern. And based on our lantern workshop yesterday, we are but amateurs when it comes to this. So we're standing in front of this lantern, and Sherry had pointed out some of these lanterns are competition lanterns. And I'm gonna say that this one here is probably, well, I'm 6 feet tall. This is a 20-foot tall lantern. Unbelievable. So this one too, about 20 feet tall. I'm just gonna walk up and get my camera lens close to some of these details here. Look at that. So here's just a few more still shots of some of the lanterns. And it's unbelievable. Surprisingly, these big lanterns, they're actually made out of fabric, not paper. I don't know if all the shiny stuff is paper or fabric. It's hard to tell. And I took a few inside because I thought maybe they were going to be made out of metal, but really, if you look closely at some of the details, it's just various pieces of stick still. I don't imagine they're that heavy, although the weight of fabric can add up. And now we're getting close to the gates and ready for the crowds. All right, so we're at the gates. We're going to start our walk for the street market. I doubt that we're going to exit this entrance, but thought we'd show it off anyhow as we're coming in here. More neon over there. And I guess the guys just got to keep on walking in spite what the crowd is doing. Anyhow, I'm going to put this down for a bit. Okay, so we've made it through the gates. And if you can see, hang on, I'm going to clean the lens. There you go. The crowds are just as thick in the street. So, can you see the sweat on my head? Because let me tell you, if it's 29 degrees in Chiang Mai, this crowd has elevated that to 35, 36 easily. And it is insanely crowded. I'm not sure if we're just going to try and get a spot where we can get out of here and figure out food later on, because this is insane. And I mean that in a positive way, of course. But so here's me just. We're almost all the way through the market. All I can say, this was a stupid thing to do. Just too crowded. And my knee is just about gone again. But up ahead, I don't know if you can hear it through my voice, the bar that my cousin Corrine would love to have drank in is calling our name, because I need a couple of shots of JD just to put the pain out in my knee. And that sounds like the perfect pharmacy just up ahead. Okay, here we go. And we're just hoping they got room for us. Uh-oh, it doesn't look good. Bonnie's standing outside. Let's go see. Find a chair, honey. Okay, this is me walking in. Looking for a chair. Okay, so we made it. I'm gonna wait. Okay, so we made it. We're gonna sit here and lick our wounds for a bit. I'm gonna choke down a couple of Jack Daniels, and then we'll probably just find a restaurant outside the market and then take a cab home later. Bye, honey. She don't like crowded places. When your knee is screaming and your head is pounding and you're thirsty, this is what medicine looks like. Oh yeah, this is good. And it tasted like 20 more. This bar, zoom in over there, they do 5 different bands on Saturday and Sunday nights. Well, there you go. Okay, so I'm sitting here drinking my Jack Daniels. There's this annoying sound coming from the back, and it's this guy right here, little frog making his noise. Okay, we're wrapping up in the bar. I think this table looks pretty cool, and now all these shots that you see are just the wonderful colors and the things that are for sale in the street markets, and we're on our way to find something to eat, and I'm just going to let this one roll on and you can take a look at all the pretty colors and pretty things. So that's Sherry. She's probably looking at how many parking steps we had to make tonight. How many steps, honey? Too many. So we've made it out of the way back over there is the end of the walking street. You can see Sherry is melting because, of course, she's made out of sugar, so therefore she melts. And we've stopped at this little place here. It looks pretty. We're gonna eat here. I'll back this up a little bit more wide angle. We're on the street, right beside the motorcycle parking lot. And there's some food listed on the wall there, and we've yet to have a waiter, but it's cooler out here, and we think we can actually get a grab from this location here. So we're gonna sit back, chill out, get something to eat, and then we'll show you what we get. So our Chang arrived, and then I had the audacity to ask the waitress gal, who's old and miserable, for ice, and we've been waiting. How long did you figure?
Too long.
About 5 minutes, I think, waiting for ice to go with our food. And of course, this is motorcycle parking, and this is where the tuk-tuks line up to take everybody home. And we think that the tuk-tuks are kind of a neat kind of transportation. But here's the thing. They think they are like limousines or something like that. I can get a grab from the market area that we came from before going to the night market from our condo, and that was 105 baht. We wanted to take a tuk-tuk from this little shop that we stopped in just to the Taipei gate. Now we were able to walk that in what, about 10 minutes? Oh, apparently it took us half an hour, but still, ask a guy how much it costs to take his tuk-tuk from that little area to the Taipei gate. 100 baht. It's like a 50 baht ride, but there's just no negotiating with those guys. They think they've got the Cadillac of Southeast Asia. So Sherry ordered crispy pork, which I took a photo of earlier. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, but you'll notice lots of red and green things in there. Oh, I've tasted it. It's really good. It's actually a little hotter than I would prefer to eat. But she's been picking through the crispiness to get at those crispy porks. But the peppers are insanely hot, and there is a lot of. Look at all of those peppers, red and green. Death to your taste buds. And what was the other thing that was on there? Oh yeah, Thai basil. Crispy pork and Thai basil with 6,000 pieces of green and red pepper. Just to knock it up a notch. So it's me. This here place, probably one of the worst restaurants we ever had in Thailand. Now I say that mostly because the service is pretty shitty. Sherry ordered the crispy pork, which was mostly, I think she counted 5 pieces of pork and 17,000 pieces of hot pepper. I went for, well, I'll show you the picture. I went for the picture on the wall and some spring rolls, and they were okay, and some rice and the beer, but it took a long time to get the ice cubes for the beer, and she's not very friendly, and so I'd leave this place a bad review on the Google reviews, but we don't even know what they goddamn call it. But every now and then there's a cockroach that runs out from behind a garbage bag on the front step. I'll try and catch that again one more time later.